Turn it up.
What is going on, guys? It's NHL here, and today I'm bringing you guys episode number 1 of Team Builds. Now, basically, in this series, I'm going to be building a team and some cheap teams, some expensive teams. I guess it depends on how many pucks I have currently. Like, as you see right now, I have only 8,000 coins. But I do actually have another team I'm working on right now, so that's why I'm kind of low on coins. But I'm going to be building a team right now, a cheap but deadly team. This team is very underrated. There's a lot of speed to this team. When I played FIFA, I built a team based off pace, and that was very stupid because, you can't just have a team just pace and everything else is garbage. So this team, I combine pace, or obviously skating, with hands and some defensive ability, but very good altogether. Now, let's get right into the team builder. I'm going to start from line 4 and work our way up. And this, like I said, this team is very cheap. You get it for about 50k. It's not that cheap, but it's about a 50k team. And you'll see why when I get to the defense, why this team kind of gets up to 50k. If you could change up the defense a bit and get maybe a little bit cheaper ones, this team may cost like a whole 30k. But it's very good to start off with if you're starting NHL 15, because it's like $30 now at Walmart or Future Shop or Best Buy. But yeah, the reason I'm starting this now is because in NHL 16 is when I want to do it again. So, starting in NHL 16. So I'm going to start in NHL 15 and then bring it on to NHL 16. So let's get right into the team build. So on our first line left wing, or on our fourth line left wing, we have Mason Raymond. Now he's very fast, and just he can actually shoot. Like, he's just an overall good player. Uh, so Mason Raymond on our left wing. On our center we have, what is he? Nope. Tyler Ennis, who's free. Now most of my players are free, but I kind of give you the price range at the end of it. So you got Mason Raymond, Tyler Ennis, and on our last line we have Grabner. There he is. So this is what our last line is looking like. We have Mason Raymond, Ennis, and Grabner. Now, the reason I have Mason Raymond and Grabner is obviously speed. The both snipers, they both could play, very phenomenal players. And the reason why I have Tyler Ennis in the middle is because he could actually win faceoffs. Even though he's only 82 overall, he's still very good. He can still win faceoffs. And he's just an overall, like, this line is just overall a good line for a fourth liner anyway. On our third line, left wing, we have Mikhail Bodko, or the Godko as he's referred to on Twitter. A very, very phenomenal player. He used to be on my first line with Michael Moden Hansel, who's also going to be on this line as well. Both these players were on my first line for the longest time. They're very, very underrated players in this game. Hansel can win those face-offs. Now, a lot of people put him on the left wing. I don't like him on the left wing. I prefer him on center, so I'm going to keep him on center. But we have Michael Hansel, or Moden Hansel, and Mikko Bodko. And just these two players play very well together, and they can score goals. And on our left wing, we have Jacob Vorchuk, the speedster, an all-around phenomenal player. I recommend to use him on any team that you have. Okay, maybe not every team that you have, but most teams, if you're trying to find a cheap player, a cheap beast, get 87 Vorchuk, just his base, and phenomenal player, very good to have on your team. And this line again, you have both speed and you have both talent, and just another amazing line to have. On our second line, left wing, we have Andrew Cogliano. Now, the reason I have him is because he's a little bit faster than Bodko, just a little bit. Not by much, but just a little bit faster, and he can just pass those defensemen, and he's good for those glitch goals. Can pass by them, no problem. On our second line center, we have Del Helm. Again, this is more of like the Nang line, the speedster line. But again, very, very talented. And on our right wing, we have Marian Gaborik. So that is that. So again, this is our speedster line. We got Cogliano, Helm, and Gaborik. This is our Nang line. But overall, very, very talented second line. And just all speedsters, just amazing. And on our first line, it's going to be a little bit. Also, I'll tell you who I put my assistant captain later. As you can see, Johansson is already the assistant captain on this team. So we have Johansson as the assistant captain. Very underrated player in this game, much like Vorchuk, who's also underrated in this game. Johansson is just an amazing player to have on your team. I don't know how else to explain that he's just good to have. Very good player. I actually always had him on center, and then a couple of my friends said to put him on left wing, and I just love him on the left wing, so I had to put him on the left wing. And he's just an amazing player. And then we have Joe Thornton on center, and the reason why I have him on center is because he's good at faceoffs. He's actually pretty decent at faceoffs. He has 92 hands. He's a bit slow. That's why I have Johansson, and I'll show you who right wing is in just a sec. But the reason why I have Joe Thornton here is because even though this is supposed to be kind of a cheap team build or like whatever, he is actually pretty cheap now. He's like 3K, I believe. I picked him up for 3K. And our most expensive player on this, I think on this, like on our offense side is Gabrick, who's about 6K. That's how much I picked him up for. But the reason why I have Thornton here is because he's just tall. Like, he could poke check, and he could just do those wraparounds around the net. And, like, amazing player. Hands down, another amazing player. And on our right wing, on our first line, we have Tarasenko. Now, a lot of people may say, like, why don't you have Voracek or Gabrick on your first line? But I actually put Tarasenko as my captain. So he actually had 89 skating, 89 shooting, 89 hands. And again, he was an amazing, amazing player. Very underrated in this game as well. So just imagine Tarasenko, my captain, and Gabrick, my assistant captain, and also Johansson as my assistant captain, as you see here. So this is what the offense team is looking like. Again, all these players are phenomenal. I highly suggest you try this team out. I'm not the best HUT player in the game. I'm actually pretty shitty. If you talk to a lot of people, they know I'm pretty bad at this game. I am okay at the game, but not the best. And I'm actually 5-1-0 with this team. So again, not the best record, but for the division I'm in, I think I'm in Division 5, I believe. So again, not the highest division either, but this team is very good. I was 0-5-0 before I built this. No, 0-4-0 before I built this team. After I built this team, I was 5-1-0, and that's what clinched me to go to Division 5. So basically, I was just losing with the previous team I had. I built this team, and I was just on fire with them. And yeah, so I will build. Let's go through the defense, and then I'll kind of just tell you the overall prices. So basically, on our last line, we have Morel. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he plays on the New Jersey Devils. He is a one of the bronze players that they made gold, as well as CC, which you see here. Now, again, these are the Young Guns, and I decided to put them on the team is because when I had my Young Guns team, I absolutely love them. They were like the best players I had on my team, even compared to my offense, which is very good. So I had to throw them back on the team, and again, they're very talented. The stats do not match up to the in-game performance. They're actually very good, and I highly suggest getting them both. On our second line, we have Hamhui, or Hamas. Crap. Forgot his name. I'm just going to call him Hamhui. I know that's not how to say his name. Crap. Oh, well. Anyway, we have Hamhui paired with Letang. And the reason why I have Letang and Hamhui, basically, obviously, two-way defensemen. I love having two-way defensemen than OFD or DFD. I think they're better. They play better than both of them. So that's why I always try to have a two-way defenseman as my defenseman, obviously. But the reason why I have Hamhui and Letang is Letang's actually pretty fast and very hard to knock off the puck. And Hamhui is just very good defensive-wise. And his stats do lie a bit. I don't think he's an 86 skating or an 82 shooting. I think it should be a little bit higher. But both overall good players. Letang actually didn't get that many points, but he's still very good, and both of them could like poke check the puck away, especially when the other team's on a breakaway. So very good to have. And our first line defense pairing is, if you probably saw by the other defenseman, we have Cornwall, who was free to me because I pulled him in a pack, and McDonough, as you probably saw, before. And the reason why I have both these players on my team is because McDonough and Cornwall, they both play an amazing part of my team. McDonough has a hard slap shot, so like both of them could do from the point. Now, a lot of people might actually flip these around and actually put all the right wings, or right defense on left defense, but I don't like that. I just don't know. It's just not for me. That's the way I have him. And again, they're a bit faster than 87. I think they're maybe like an 88, 89, but they are very fast. I like using them. And basically, the reason why I went a little bit more expensive on the defense, which is Cornwall, McDonough, and Letang, is because you have to have a strong defense. Obviously, a strong defense core, and that's why I went with with this defensive core. And obviously on my offense, there's a bit of expensive players like Gabrick and Thornton. I forgot his name. But overall, it's a very cheap team. So basically, the rundown of the prices, I'll get to my goalie last because you'll probably be surprised with who's actually in my net. But basically, a rundown of the price wise, you could pick up any of these players for about $800, 800 to $1,000. Most likely $800. They're very underrated. Bodko I picked up for $800. Hansel picked up for $900. Vocek I got for free, but you could probably pick him up for like 1.5K. Cogliano again is like $800. Helmer's like $1,000. Gabrick's like $6,000. Cogliano I got for free, but yeah, Johansson I picked up for 1,000, and then switching him is another 2,000, so 3,000 including that left wing changed. Position change. Thornton is about 3K, and Tarasenko is about 1.5, 1.2, 1.5K. So yeah, and Cornwall is about 12 to 15K. I'm not exactly sure on his price actually. I believe last time I checked it was 15K. Probably dropped tremendously after I checked that. But I got him for free, so I was lucky there. McDonough I picked up for 6K. Letang I picked up for 6K. Hamhui I picked up for 1K. Morel, CC I both have for free, but you probably get them up for like $800. And our goalie is going to probably shock you all, but our goalie is actually Darcy Kumper. And the reason why I have him is he's just phenomenal. Like I said, when I had my rookie team with CC and Morel, this was my first line on my rookie team, and they were just absolutely phenomenal. And Comfort is 6'5", 6'4". He's a very tall goalie, and he's very good, very underrated as well. I highly suggest you try him out. Very good. So basically, this whole team build is about 50K, about 45 to 50K, and very good. I highly suggest you check this team out, guys. I may sound like a little bit like I don't know what I'm talking about. Again, this is my first one, so cut me some slack. But I hope you guys enjoyed this team build, and if you guys want to see more, and you have any player suggestions you want to let me try out, or tell me kind of to build a team around of, let me know in the comments down below. So let's say you have like Datsuk or whatever, you want me to try to build a team around Datsuk or whatever, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll try to get that if I have coins. So I have to probably sell most of these players anyway. But hope you guys enjoyed this team build, and like I said, I highly suggest you check this out. Very good team, and if you do try this out, tell me what you think of it. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. It's NHL out. I still got a